Wait, why are you here? Hang out with your sister. How to Train Your Dragon. It better be How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, your Ingrid sweater. Okay, but what are you watching? Tell me. Not using ice cream as medication. I'm so bummed. One of my local ice cream places just announced a new flavor, and I was so excited to try it. It's like a Halloween flavor. I was so excited to try it, but it has actual bugs in it, so I can't eat it. The substance. I've heard mixed reviews about that one. I hope you like it though. I haven't seen it, but I hope you like it. Yeah, it's got actual bugs in it. Your stray cardigan. Wait, that's what you're making with that. Crafty cat. With that yarn? What? It has bugs in it because it's a Halloween flavor. John, don't you listen to me? You come all the way here to my stream and you don't listen to me? Some people like to eat bugs for fun. I'm not one of those people. That would make me a very bad vegetarian. Where's... It's right here. I found it. Why, actual bugs? We're like a rough 6 inches then. Let me check the pattern. I don't remember what size I'm knitting. That's man measurements. Is it really? I haven't changed anything. Oh, a streamer. I thought you just said streamer and was referring to me. That's so funny. It is a popular song. And he's killing it, honestly. Are you willing to bet the percentage of people in the USA that like to eat bugs for fun is less than 1%? I think it's more than that. Start calling Chelsea streamer from now on. Okay, I need to see what size I'm actually knitting because I keep forgetting. There's no way. Okay, we're gonna Google it after I check this. Because I keep putting off checking my sock measurements and I need to do it. I'm knitting size 7. Okay. But we're gonna Google it. Maybe in pockets of weirdness like PNW. Like, I wouldn't actually know because I don't eat them. And the second set of parentheses. Oh my goodness. There's so many sizes in this, it's actually a little bit. Oh! A height of 7 inches! I have 1 inch left. And then we can bind this thing off. We're so close. Bastille! What is out here eating bugs? Everyone redeem chat sock. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Here in the US, 18% would be willing to eat whole bugs. 25% are willing to ingest insect ingredients. That's a far cry from 1%, John. There's absolutely no way. Look, you can Google it. If you don't believe me. Just imagine your high school class. Count the number of kids you think would eat bugs. I don't know, I trust Google on this one. Google's always right. Google's never wrong. There's no false information. I once spit my coffee across my entire desk computer because of gnat fluid in my— Ugh! I've accidentally eaten bugs before because when you are a distance runner, bugs fly into your mouth. And it's disgusting. But I've never willingly eaten a bug, I don't think. I don't think the opportunity came to me until I was a vegetarian. I have been, like, traumatized from one almost getting into my mouth, though. Like, I found a dead one in my cereal one day, and I was like, I, like, had taken a bite already, and then I saw it in there, and immediately I just, like, opened my mouth and let everything fall back into the bowl, and I was like, fuck this, I'm not eating this cereal. And I threw that shit away, because it was disgusting. I think we eat like like on average we eat like 8 spiders a year, Crafty Cat, because they want to be eaten by us in the night. I don't think it happens that often. Is it really? Tell me more. It's always been my truth. Look. Someone's gotta be eating bugs in the nighttime. It's gotta be happening. Can't tell me it's never happened to anyone. I just kept yanking that, thinking that I had the correct length. Just not as often as that myth says. Really? That's interesting, Zoji. It's like, where did I put my thread? We're learning so much. Welcome to Educational Mondays, where chat tells me I'm wrong and then they tell everybody what's right. Excuse-moi. I've eaten a lot of pizza today. I like how I thought I was gonna be late today, and I was actually early. Soji's deathly afraid of spiders, so he knows. Okay, well. It's interesting that you would have all of these, like, horrific facts about spiders when you don't like them. Oops. Started from an email chain. Oh my god, those fucking email chains. A lady doing a study about how easy it is to spread misinformation. Wow. Know your enemy? I haven't known that enemy in many years. It's true. That sounded like a tight hole. I miss email I do not miss email chains. I miss getting like the like e-cards, like where people would send you like a funny little card of a turkey dancing on Thanksgiving. I kind of miss that. Those were simpler times. If I'm driving with you guys in a car and one drops down in front of my face, everyone, including myself, will be crashing into whatever is in front, to the sides or behind us. Late 90s, early 2000s internet was my favorite. I think I was like not on it quite enough to fully appreciate it. Like, I was on the computer all the time, but I wasn't necessarily on the internet for a lot of it. Because, like, I was born in 94, so... I hated those ones, Frost. Those ones freaked me out. Because I was young. I was a literal child. I didn't know any better. Mario's laughing at my tight hole. No, I didn't. I wasn't dumb. I wasn't that dumb. Because I was like, there's no way. How would they do this? How would they figure it out? Oh my god! Mario! Joke's on you, I didn't have 10 friends. You know what's crazy though is that there are like boomers who are still copy pasting the Facebook ones that are going around. Like, if you don't copy and paste this to your Facebook status, then the government will take over your Facebook account, and then they post it. It's Mario writing Chris Evans. If you're gonna ride Chris Evans, can I at least have his really nice sweater? I tried to use LimeWire once and it scared me too much. I felt too naughty and I never did it again. I just bought my music off of iTunes. And I never had a MySpace account. Sadly. I feel like I missed out. No, I haven't. I lived in Alaska. I lived under a rock. Made of ice. I don't think I got my Facebook account until like mid 2009. I spent most of my time on a knockoff Neopets website, role-playing in the forums and learning HTML. I would give you mine and his if I had the opportunity. I do miss the days of staying up until like 6 o'clock in the morning, just like learning how to write HTML and like building out the perfect profile page. That was fun. You still stay up until 6 o'clock in the morning writing code? I thought I would love... This is why I thought I would love computer science. And like, I still wish I liked it. But, I hated programming, computer science, and then when I switched to a graphic design degree, I was required to take 2/4 of web, which was HTML and CSS and jQuery. I did what I had to do to barely pass. I couldn't do it. I hated it. And I feel so sad about that because I used to love it. It was so fun. But then when you do it in the context of like, for me, when I did it in the context of like I had to do perfect designs and like think of it like I was building a career, it's just not. CSS is literally the worst. Oh god. I did keep all of my I kept my Python textbook from college. It's at my parents' house, but I kept it, and there's a slight chance I kept my Java one as well. But I remember struggling through Java a little bit. Because that's sort of when I realized that I wasn't really having any fun. And I basically just, in my last Java class, I basically did what I had to do to pass and to not fail. Like my friend who I was doing like partner projects with, I obviously didn't want to tank his grade by doing a shit job, so I did my best for him and to just get a passing grade so that I could change majors next quarter. Python is less awful than a lot of other things. It was, honestly, I loved Python. I still think of it very fondly. I had a great time in Python. But they moved you out of Python real fast. And then it was like 2/4 of Java, and then I think they moved to C++ after that? I can't remember. I didn't get that far. Java's what I use most, but it definitely leans towards pedantic. What does it say about me that this is far from the first conversation we've had about my complicated feelings towards computer science? Oh, really? Oh my god, I should go back and learn Python again. I remember like crying to my oh god, I can't remember what they called them. My community advisor in the dorms. He was a computer science major, and I remember I just went to him in tears and I was like, I don't understand this. And he was up with me at 3 o'clock in the morning teaching me Python. And then once, like, after that, it really clicked. It helped, and I was totally fine for the rest of Python. I just didn't understand, what is it, functions? Very well? I can't remember if that's the right term. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Sometimes you need to have a break. I had a lot of breakdowns. Let's be real. I wish I could redo college, but I think I was gonna be unwell no matter what I did at that time in my life. How picky it is with the indentation. I don't remember that being a thing. This was also like 10 years ago. I just remember my teacher being like, yeah, someone spent like hours looking for one missing semicolon that broke their entire code, but once they fixed it, the one semicolon, everything was fine. And I was so stressed about that. Okay, so that must have been in Java that I was hearing about the semicolon thing. My teacher for Java, his Halloween costume was the Jack-in-the-Box mascot. Fun fact. He was so happy to show us pictures of it. It was so fun. Super old Southern lady. I love that. All of my computer science teachers were dudes. And they really wanted me to stay in the major because there weren't very many girls. And I was like, I don't want to be here. Sorry, I hate it here. And one of you keeps spouting off that you shouldn't be doing shit that you're not passionate about. And I'm taking that to heart and I'm leaving. Goodbye. Really? My school had an entire floor of computer, like in the dorms, had an entire floor of computer science students. And they were like so disgusting that they had a bed bug infestation and they had to clear out their floor and the 2 floors below them to like gas the place out for bed bugs. Is not good because they would just sit in there and play video games and not take care of themselves and their spaces, and it got really disgusting. I don't know if I can do this. I'm just gonna have a really long float in the back because I don't want to try and tack this down. It's gonna be too hard. I don't want to deal with it. Oopsie. I felt a little bit bad, like, abandoning what few women were in my major, but I was also like really not happy. I'm so happy I never had to do any of the math. I was like, I'm gonna take as little math as possible to get a degree. Now I want Dairy Queen because the Beach Boys were playing. Majoring in humanities. I miss those classes. I didn't take, okay, I took, what did I take that was AP? I only took AP was like history and then AP government or something like that. The junior and senior year ones. I took those. I hated AP US in the 11th grade. It actually like kind of ruined my life a little bit. You can tell that I was like, there are pictures of me from the end of junior year where I look sick and unwell because I did not sleep while I was trying to just keep up with that class, because the dude that was teaching it just gave us he was like, we go into class, we spend the entire class period reading the textbook, but like it had to be in dead silence, and he wouldn't let us like listen to music or anything. And I needed that because my mind will wander, and like if I put on like really quiet music, then it helps me box myself in. And he wouldn't let us do it. He's like, no one's gonna let you do this in college, so you're not gonna do it here. So I never got anything done in class, so then I would have to do everything at home. And that meant that I was staying up extremely late every single night because I had sports after school, and then I had, you know, eat dinner and shower and take care of yourself and then do all of your other homework at this end as well. And it's just like, so I had no life junior year because of this dude. And you can see it in pictures of me towards the end of the year where I just was so underslept. I looked sick. And then like there's like pictures of me from like right after, like a couple days after taking the AP test, where I finally got a good night of sleep and I look so much better. It's just not good. Government politics went a lot better though senior year, because that dude actually taught us. I took every math class I could and then dropped out because the rest of the classes suck. You're like a math person? Please do my math. It's kind of how my AP Calc class was, but I didn't do all the work. I got a D my second semester and still got a 4 on the test. Wow. Yeah, I thought about taking, so I didn't have the opportunity to take like AP World. Or was it AP Euro? It was European history. I didn't have the opportunity to take that because, I mean, I guess I could have if I really wanted to. But my freshman year of high school, we knew that I was going to be moving out of state after the 9th grade. And the 9th grade class for history in that school was Alaskan history. And they were like, this is probably, when you transfer, it'll probably only count as like an elective credit and not as a history credit. And so they put me in the 10th grade class, which was world history. And so I did that so that it would transfer over when I went to the school that I graduated from. And so my 10th grade year, I didn't have to take a history class because I had already covered that requirement. And I'm like, I mean, I'm glad I didn't take AP Euro, honestly, in hindsight, but I'm a little bit sad that I didn't too, because all of my friends were in it, and so there were all these inside jokes that everyone had that I wasn't a part of because I didn't take AP Euro. And like, it's already hard enough being the new kid. So I was just like, okay, I'm on the outside, I see. Same thing happened to you. Friends took AP Euro and they said it was a struggle. Yeah, it certainly didn't seem like it was easy by any means. But it does seem like they had a lot more fun than what I had in AP US. And I think that's why, part of why I took AP US was because it seemed like, even though it was a hard class, it seemed like they had a lot of fun doing it. And so I was like, okay, I'll take AP US, and then that way I won't be left out and I'll get college credit. And it was a nightmare. It was awful. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.